Okay, listen up. This is an urgent insider briefing. What's happening at Amazon right now is a full-blown layoff crisis. And believe me, the shockwaves are about to hit the entire tech industry.
Right now, as we speak, in January 2026, Amazon is in the process of cutting 16,000 employees across the globe. Just let that number sink in for a second. 16,000. So let's get into it. While this is happening everywhere, you need to understand that India is ground zero for these cuts. In cities like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, and Chennai, thousands of tech professionals are getting that dreaded email right now. And make no mistake, this isn't some random one-off event. This is phase 2 of a much larger, calculated restructuring. Phase 1, back in late 2025, got rid of 14,000 jobs. This current phase adds another 16,000 to the pile. The plan? By the middle of this year, a total of 30,000 corporate jobs will have vanished. And to really put this into perspective for you, this round of 30,000 cuts is way bigger, way more severe than the 27,000 layoffs Amazon did back in 2022 and 2023. We are in unprecedented territory for the company. The scale is just massive.
All right, so the big question, who is actually on the chopping block? I've been talking to my sources inside HR, and I can confirm exactly which departments are being targeted. Let's break down the hit list.
The list is pretty extensive. First up, AWS, Amazon Web Services. You might think it's untouchable, but even this profit engine is cutting people to pivot hard towards AI automation. Next, Prime Video. Their content and operations teams are getting hit. Then you've got deep cuts in retail operations, a huge culling of middle management, and finally, PXT, the People Experience and Technology Division.
So what is PXT? Well, that's just Amazon's fancy internal name for its human resources department. I mean, just think about the sheer irony here. The HR department is laying off its own HR staff. That tells you everything you need to know about how deep these cuts really go.
Now here's a secret, straight from inside the system. Anyone on a performance improvement plan, a PIP, they're the first ones out the door. No question. If you are on a PIP right now at Amazon or any other tech company, you have to understand your time is measured in days, not weeks. You need to act immediately.
So, what's the real reason this is all happening? You know, the official statements are always loaded with corporate speak. So in this next part, we're going to decode that, we're going to translate it, and get to the actual truth behind these cuts.
Okay, so on one side, you've got Amazon's CEO, Andy Jassy, saying publicly that these layoffs are, and I quote, not financially driven and not AI driven. Right. Let me give you the HRInsider's translation of that. What he's really saying is, we are aggressively replacing human jobs with AI, but there is no way we can admit that to the public.
And that brings us to the brutal truth of this whole situation. It's not a question of if AI is coming for your job anymore. It's a question of when. And the answer is now. If your job, your daily tasks, can be clearly outlined in a process document, AI is coming for it. Not in 5 years. Right now.
Okay, we have laid out the problem in stark terms. Now, let's talk about the solution. And this applies to you whether you work at Amazon or anywhere else in tech. This is your actionable 7-step survival guide to protect your career in this new reality. This is how you take back control.
All right, here are the 7 things you absolutely need to do. Step 1, audit your own role. Today, be brutally honest with yourself about its risk of automation. Step 2, start building AI skills immediately. Step 3, get your resume updated and optimized now, and we're going to talk more about that in a sec. 4, activate your network. 5, diversify your income streams. 6, build that emergency fund. And 7, document everything at your current job. These are your essential survival actions. Now let's just double down on step 3 for a second, because this is so critical. Did you know that 90% of resumes never even make it past the automated applicant tracking systems, the ATS that companies use? Your resume has to be optimized to get past the machine before a human being ever even lays eyes on it. So let's wrap this up, because this is the final crucial point I need you to understand. This whole crisis, this whole shift, it is so much bigger than just Amazon. This is a massive signal for the entire tech industry.
To really get the strategy here, you got to look at the numbers. Amazon has over 1.5 million employees total, right? But these cuts are laser-focused on its 350,000 corporate staff. That's a 9% reduction of its entire white-collar workforce. This isn't just trimming the fat, folks. This is a calculated strategic pivot.
And that brings us to the hard reality check. The companies you trust with your career, with your family's livelihood, they do not trust you with job security. That loyalty you feel? In today's corporate world, it is a one-way street.
I want to be crystal clear about something. This briefing, it's not about spreading fear. It's not fear-mongering. This is a wake-up call. It's about getting you prepared right now for the new reality of what it means to work in tech.
I'm sharing this with you because I've seen how these decisions are made behind closed doors. I've seen the spreadsheets where talented people become just numbers on a list. Your job, your only job, is to make sure you are prepared. This is OctoRudra TV, your HR insider. Stay prepared, stay employed.